Hello everybody, this is your trigger warning for this video. For disturbing images not suitable for children, and scenes that are very difficult to see and hear. If you are sensitive to any of those things, now is your time to scroll on.
They're getting orders saying that we can't leave. It's not 8 o'clock and nobody leaves. It's not the 8 o'clock curfew. They've trapped us in here. They've surrounded us all in here. It was a peaceful protest. No one got violent. They got violent. They're waiting until curfew to arrest us all.
Stop.
Fourth grader from Torrance behind bars tonight being held by ICE after going to an immigration hearing with his father.
Stop! Stop!
Parents had to run out because they don't have papers, and they had to leave their kids because the kids do. What type of shit is this, yo? And then
Stop! Enough! Stop! Don't you understand what they are doing to us? Do you understand what you are doing? These are people's lives. And you trashed it all. You're tearing apart families. Nowhere is safe. Absolutely fucking nowhere is safe.
Gratas, I believe elementary, was having their graduation. And all of a sudden, a bunch of parents have to run out because ISIS is there. And, our school goes on lockdown. Our principal, tells us it's a drill, but we know it's not a drill. And, parents had to run out because they don't have papers, and they had to leave their kids because the kids do. And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, and the school too. You got school too!
This is not right. This is not right, yo.
An elementary school? Are you shitting me?
Currently at my daughter's graduation, they didn't let us leave. They blocked off the doors. ICE was outside waiting for graduation to be over here in Huntington Park High School. We saw cop cars, HP, police, and on our way home, we saw this business. People were running out, running to their cars, speeding off.
So you bust through an elementary school graduation, you snatch kids from their fucking families, and now you're scared because they're rioting? I fucking wonder why!
That's why she came here, like all these other people have, to look for a better life. I can see the shame in you. I see the shame in you. Go tell your mama how you proud of rallying people and taking them in. What crime did they make? What crime did they commit? Nothing. I'm sure you're proud.
If somebody took my child from school or from my my home, I would not care about money. I would not care about the fact that I have a place to live that I need to maintain. I would not care about finding a job. I would not care about paying bills. I would not care about my criminal history anymore. I would not care. I would not care. I would not care except for the fact of whether I lived or I would not care. I would sleep on the streets downtown, right by where they took her, or right by the place where they're holding her, and I would be protesting every single day. I wouldn't care about food. I wouldn't care about water. I wouldn't even care about my cat. I would care about nothing else except getting her back. I wouldn't care if it took months. I wouldn't care if it took days. I don't care if you take me to jail. I don't care if I get a felony for this. You take my child, we have no other reason to be civil anymore. I don't know about everybody else, but that's the line for me. That is my line. You cross that line, I will be so far up the system's ass. This state will spend so much money on me from being in there. And you know what? If like later I got caught and then all this stuff blew over and, they were getting released back into, say, my husband's control, and my daughter was released too, I will happily explain to her the reason why I am in prison. I will happily tell her it is because I fought to try and get you back. I will do that time. Nothing else matters. I would do that time.
Tonight, active duty U.S. Marines officially in L.A. with a mission. Overnight, a federal judge writing the Trump administration's actions were illegal and that the protests in Los Angeles fall far short of rebellion. President praising the decision, writing, without the deployment, the city would be burning. We saved L.A.
Oh, that's too much for you?
The Trump administration has deployed 700 active duty Marines to Los Angeles to help. But the Marines have not been properly trained to deal with civilians, including possibly children, in what could be a tense law enforcement operation. Now, we know
there's too many of them for you. There's too many protesters there for you. And now you need to have the services wrangle all your rugrats.
And in this new move, active duty military members are being deployed as a show of force against U.S. citizens.
That's what we've come to at this point. That's what the Trump administration is doing to make America great again.
And then you don't even treat them with a single shred of respect.
We have breaking news right now. The National Guard was woefully unprepared to be deployed to California. This is an image of National Guardsmen literally sleeping on the floor after being deployed by the Trump administration. According to reports, the troops have makeshift quarters. They arrived without federal funding for food, water, fuel, equipment, or lodging.
When they go into California, it's a fucking war zone. And how are they treated while they are there? They had to sleep in probably businesses on the floor with no cot, no sleeping bag. I don't know what they normally have when they're out there and about, but apparently it's a lot more than just sleeping flat ass on the fucking floor with no fucking food. That's what really pissed me off, is they don't have any fucking food. Why? Why do they not have any fucking food? because the Army's funding was cut. And you want to know whose fault that was?
This is a result of what happens when you don't have federal funding. Troops are now being forced to literally sleep on the ground.
I'll have you know I am making mac and cheese and I am making it angry.
In 2 weeks, I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
What's that? Oh, you regret it now?
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
You regret your vote now?
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that.
You know, I could go on and on and on about the people who regret their vote now, as if all of us weren't, like, screaming this at people. Okay, now it's happened. Now it's happened. And I could keep going and keep yelling at the people who regret their vote, because they never listened to us to begin with. However, I am not particularly angry at those people who voted, because, or at least the ones that they say that they regret it, because them regretting their vote means that they have a shred of human decency. It means they have a shred of humanitarian in them, and it means that they give a fuck. When is it going to end?
And we voted for this shit?
Be safe out there.